goodness, what a shot up above the builds. Tux is going to find that elimination just there. Sloopy not going to find a height. Still going to be on Tux and Vorwin. Advantage to them.
Crack a ball right out in front. He drops the player and gets some blue damage numbers. Remember, that's on shield. If it's white damage numbers, they've got no shield. Tux gonna okay. Poseidon. Jube just gets ripped as well. People are just being picked off left and right. More shots.
I mean, at a certain point, Zeke, it's, do I even want to glide up there? But hold on, because somebody does go into zone and make a play for height, and that's going to be the signal for Tux and Vorwin to drop down. But as he says that, he's got a partner in crime going down. Nepsi cannot go parallel to Tux. Vorwin still has it, though.
This is huge, too, because he didn't have many builds, and that Elim gave him a ton, so now he can actually go try and meet back up with Vorwin, see how things are going.
Try about
and, I mean,
bad
Tux and
quality.
Vorwin, they're playing out of their minds right now, but look at everyone down below. So you got a few people in ballers. Gafal was on lethal HP. So many people in that mid-ground tarp that are now engaging Fremont and his dual partner. 9 eliminations between them. They just hit top 10. 2 rounds.
Kong, a little bit of a break right here. They're going to drop those turrets out, make sure that that's not going to be in the trap rotation. He's going to get it. The trap doesn't go. Oh, yes, he did go in, but not going to manage to do it. Finds Rasco regardless. And now his teammate as well. He actually finds Kubex too as they drop down all together, but it's now only Fremont. And look at this gaggle of players down below. I don't know if they're going to be able to all survive. Right now, Fremont does go down, and it's now Tux and Vorwin against Edwin on his own. Tux goes down and already finds the shots, and that's going to be the victory royale for Tux and Vorwin.
They played that so well, right? Like, they just waited. They knew, and especially 8 eliminations. An 18-point game, this is massive. This also, we saw the other duo was at 62 points. They're now at 66, so you got to think they're contesting for at least top 5, but for them to realize, like, look, everyone's down below. They're all fighting on that low ground tarp. Let's just hang out in the sky. Let's just do what we do best, wait this out. And, of course, everyone, like fish in a barrel, comes to them. But look at this. Stompy and
Make
Shink
sure
in
to
here.
put the quality 720 60 FPS.
Belongs in my heart forever. I mean, these guys, I don't know what else I could say about these guys. Like, the fact that they've been on top of the leaderboards weeks in a row. If you've got to think this is a favorite going into Fortnite World Cup Finals. You have to.
I think, you know, I'm looking at everybody using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup and all the predictions going in for New York, all the different personalities starting to make their opinions known. Everybody is putting Stompy and Shinkin way up there, if not first and second, because they are dominating week after week. And I think we are in for a treat in this game because they're getting close, and they're in the end game, and this is, honestly, I think this might be the first time we've seen them. And you know what they do in end game, Zeke. It is crazy, clinical Fortnite.
They absolutely terrorize the lobby. They just, everything they do is about how can they get an edge up, and then they make sure they're almost like squeezing the life out of you very slowly, right? Suffocating is like the word my mind went to, but it's kind of just like they're bringing the wall.
It is that.
It is that, right?
Because like when they do find an opportunity, they pounce so hard and so fast, and you have no time to react, and they just come from multiple angles just like this. Stompy from above, Shinkin on the bottom, and he already takes down 1 carries exactly. You see Shinkin switching to him right now. He actually can get right behind him, and he finds it, but does now need to make sure that nobody is going to take advantage of the fact that Stompy is down. You can see immediately editing him down all the way because he needs to change positions. Everybody knows they just got an elimination in that box, and I think Freddy and Snagged right here are going to see if they can take advantage here. They're definitely getting the loot, so maybe that's enough for them.
I think they're going to get the revive off, and don't forget, Shinkin actually has a Chug Jug in inventory, so he's going to be complete. Have to have the 15 seconds. This is where things could get a little crazy, right? Because we saw the duo up above. If they decide to challenge, Stompy is not in fighting condition right now.
A note there that Stompy went so far away from where that initial fighting was and goes all the way to the farthest spot, not only for the zone, but also for anybody trying to find out where you are. And here comes the launch pad from Stompy. They're going to move ahead. Ooh, a nice little short launch there by accident even, but I'll take it if I'm Stompy.
Absolutely. And just to reiterate your point, you know, these guys are playing at the highest level possible, right? They know what a chug jug sounds like. Those thing. If you're sitting in a box and you hear that sound down below, you're like, we're going down, let's make some edits, someone's on critical, we're gonna take him out, and that's why he moved so far away, to make sure no one knew what was going on. So huge. 23 duels left, 39 players. Right now they're making a rotation. You've got people out in front, which is good, and they're still staying close by, which is really gonna maximize their efficiency here. A lot of people going down in the lobby as well.
I think staying close by is something we're actually not really used to seeing from Stompy and Shinken. We see them trying to take over the lobby and get as many opportunities as possible, but what is that from Stompy? I mean, but one of the things that is very important here to note is their mobility is starting to look scarce. All that we see on Stompy right now is that glider redeploy. They already used their shadow bombs, the launch pads, because of the position they were put in. They couldn't rotate early. So here, staying together, making, oh my goodness, he found
got a rift.
As I say that, the rift to go.
You're right, they're slowly descending on. You've got Alpha there going to drop down, but look, so now they're going to make the decision. We have to contest.
Oh, they knocked out.
Someone just brought the entire structure down. This is, it depends on what they decide to do. Look at Stompy, he's already trying to contest for the high ground, and Shinken had to stop for just a moment to get that mini up. He's got the shadow bomb, but I don't think he wants to use this right now. He gets cracked from behind. The slurp is still ticking right now. He's just got to get himself into safety. He doesn't have any other utility baller, like a campfire, that would help him right now.
Yeah, but possibly Stompy does, and he's right on top of him now. So great, you know, staying together. They're glued to each other, almost in another elimination. First finding it before moving out. He gets stuck in the cone, but he's got to cover himself first. Does end up going down the zone.
I'm back.
Perfect play here from Shinken, and he's moving forward.
Woo!
And they did get in the
Got a
top 15 just
4-for-4
now as well with those two
Baconator.
And just the way that Shinken is fluidly chaining eliminations back to back. And remember, if you don't finish that player off,
I'm an hour.
there's a little bit of time before that siphon comes through. There's a player in the box! It doesn't even matter!
I'm gonna save my drink till later.
They're on 11 eliminations right now. They're about to hit top 10. Bala,
Ooh.
out of there. Freaking minds!
Ooh.
That'd be one of those players who was towards the top.
Ooh.
Him and his teammate from
Oh my gosh.
And getting shut down here from Stompy and Shinken, two people who have already qualified.
I'm
who are
fitting
not
to get
playing
in
for
and out.
qualification spots, but playing for keeps. Right now, they're showing off why they
What do you
should be
mean
at
I'm
the top of the
picking the-
leaderboard. And we just talked about it. We were like, where's Stompy and Shinken? Because there's nobody who's qualified at the top of the leaderboard like we're used to seeing. But maybe after this game, things are going to change. But the heavy snipey coming in. Heavy snipey?
Snipey, yeah, absolutely. Snipey coming through. Now, don't forget, they're also at 66 points.
All right.
We've seen 3 duos now. With
Ooh,
that
I had
value.
Cisco
Look at this.
food.
Stompy's got a chain
We got an hour.
eliminations.
We're back.
Shinken is down, but it's okay. Stompy's been in positions like this before. He knows how to clutch these games up. The campfire is rolling, Bala. He's getting back in that rhythm.
Getting back in that rhythm and achieving top 5 right there. That last placement threshold before the victory royale. So all he has to
Here we
do.
go, the G2L doors! Oh my! Okay, I'm gonna lose my freaking voice after today. I'm telling you right now, Stompy and Shinken are putting on a show. The European queues are done as well. It's a free-for-all right now. Also, Pewds goes down a rocket from up above, Bala.
Just barely dodging that. And now he's up to 10, 15 total for this duel. It's a 1v1v1. He's hunting the player down on low ground, but he can't get in the zone. I think that's going to be the end because Katsu is looking right at him. Now, has the chug splash. The RPG just barely is going to hit the wall in front of him. Using the chug splash and the campfire. I don't think it's going to be enough because the player up above probably has more in the tank, but he's going to come down. Is it going to happen? No. Massey is going to win that game against Cactus. Over the heel off there, and that is just an unbelievable sequence of events. We followed Stompy and Shinken from the beginning, and look where they ended up. 15 eliminations, the most out of any placement threshold besides the Victory Royale. That is a performance for the ages and a reminder of why we need to be scared of them going into New York City.
That ain't no little tiny thin pancake, bro. That's a big old beefy pancake covered in delicious syrup. You like to see it. But of course, guys, there's more Fortnite action. We've got more games hopping in right now. Got Dervig and his duo partner. They've got their eyes set on another duo sitting in a box. I believe they've got double heavy snipes. That's why we ping this out. A single shot's going to come out and wait for it. Okay, so they're going to break this wall. They want to get a little bit of a better vantage point. That's smart, right? Because they're over that little lip there. Nope, they're not there. But now you've made the heavy sniper known, right? Now this other duo is like, well, they're looking to take shots. You know, the panic launch pad.
I don't necessarily know.
Oh, okay.
Panic.
I love
They're
that.
on the side of zone, making their way in, and you can see now Drivig and his teammate Waldo are going to go in, but he box fights indeed, gets Wetbra right out of there, no chance to react at all. And that is something that you can catch people by surprise is they're trying to make that rotation, right? They're trying to figure out what their plan is to go forward. And because of that, they're all looking around. They're not paying attention to the fact that they're not covered. They're not paying attention and listening to the fact that there's a heavy sniper coming in or just a pickaxe even from one of the most obvious locations right above you.
And I mean, you saw them separate for a moment, him and his dual partner, and now they just use that rift to reposition and get to go close back together. Got Marcote here and Squalls K. Got no, well, excuse me, Marcote here has got 6 eliminations. Again, this is almost unusual, Bala, because I feel like, you know, semifinals are typically the day where you find a ton of players sitting on mountains of eliminations, right? Borderline double digits at times. But on finals day, very rarely you see that happen. You see eliminations be picked up toward the end, right? When you break that placement barrier and then you're like, I'm just going to catch people making late rotations. But that's not been the case today. You can tell players they're ready. They are so hungry. They want those tickets.
You can almost feel the pressure that they're feeling, that they're playing with, right? The high eliminations, they have to go for it because it's all or nothing right now in this moment. There's only 4 spots left up for grabs in EU. That isn't much out of all the players who are playing and out of the top 1,500 that made it from semifinals to today.
That's right. And remember, we recently saw the highest point value we've seen is 66. So we know that's like, we'll say top 10 at best right now. But look at everyone in the sky all hanging out. May have been a rift to go, a community launch pad, a potential guy. Yeah, the vents are right there over by the hot spots. Right now, Alpha and Mark, they're just chilling, trying to find more eliminations.
Oh, y'all can hear me, my bad.
At all would be helpful. They find one.
That stink bomb coming to great effect as players start to make all their rotations, and it was a perfect opportunity to use it because, as we saw, there were so many players in the sky, and those players in the sky are all going to end up being low because of everybody else looking right up at them. So a good opportunity for a lot of people to find eliminations there.
This is like one of the best 4-for-4s ever. You know, Shaw.
But it's going to work out perfectly because if anybody was playing down below, he actually doesn't have to spend a cone there. It's not going to go down. It gives you extra AP on that kill.
And look, dude, they're still in this sky spot, though. They're in that middle ground card. They're actually going toe-to-toe with Wolfies and Rojo right now. This is the
Oh my gosh, Sky is so freaking good at this game. In my opinion, he's the best EU player. That's just a fact. Dude, this kid's insane.
gets the cleanup on the eagle kill. That wasn't his enough, but the material that he ends up getting from that was huge. But Half-Score is then covering the other side, is able to get the other part of the Valhalla Vikings field, and now they're going to work. Benji Fitchy, one of the best players in the world, going down the backside, brilliantly done, and Half-Score picking up another one on the impact Fitchy, fragging his way into the top, but wasn't able to close it out. Uptown, on the other hand, was a one-man wrecking crew here, just watching going to work on the backside of the storm and putting the combat shotgun to work. I mean, for me, you can tell he's got adjustments there with how tough he is, just lasering people, and then that shot was so good, catching Nipsey in shadow form as he dropped out around the side, and he wasn't done yet. Again, we talked about the power position that is the high ground, when you're able to work from top down, close the bottom of the store, and Tucks and Warren just close out here, making sure he stays near the floor to get Edward. Now, we've seen a duo trying to qualify. Here's a duo who is already qualified and are potentially one of the best of the best in the world for this part of the competition. Now, got the trade off there. SHCK gets the revive on the Stompy. He's sitting currently at 4 rooms. They're on 6 right now, but let's start out. The Stompy is going to go to absolute work, and this is just catching people in rotations and being aware. The quick double right away pushes them up to 8, and that was Meltside too on the backside. But now they're up to 11 because the SHCK was able to go to work, but the reveal on Stompy ends up being the difference because he's able to push through 5 machines right there, now up to 12 as a duo. We will see SHCK go down on the backside there. The Stompy is just going to continue being a one-man wrecking crew on the tarp up to 13 as a duo. Heavy strikes his way in, doesn't slow down and continues pushing the pace, picks it up there, but unfortunately wasn't able to close out for the victory round. Stompy putting on a clinic, showing why he's able to contest for the very top. Now, as we talked about, the queues are close, but we're not done yet. We want to see those final matches and what's left, please.
For sure. Now, interestingly enough, I had the opportunity to speak with Stompy the other day. You know, we exchanged a little bit of back and forth about how he's feeling for World Cup. Him and SHCK are practicing 12 hours a day. They are going into this hard, and from what we've seen, it certainly shows. And you know what? I can't wait to get into more games. Deep and Bala, let's hear from you.
Clayton just flexing all over us right now. Talking about how she's talking with SHCK and Stompy. That's cool. I also... now, but it's already counted 6 times. That's a 6. All right, Fortnite game, we are back.
And we're tuning in with Hero and Destiny's Jesus right here. Destiny's Jesus is definitely somebody that's been on a lot of people's radar because, you know, we all learn from this guy. Everybody's watching his videos because every single day it feels like he's coming out with a new technique on how to box fight or how to build fight. His partner Hero right now, they're slightly split. See if they can be able to find any picks on the way in. We find Wolfie. It's not Wolfies that we saw from the other game. So just to keep that in mind right here.
Different Wolfies. So let's reiterate. We did not look at standings, but we know like 77 points is the highest we've seen at this point, right? So for Hero and Destiny's Jesus, especially maybe the last few games, they've got to make some really big things happen. Right now, Hero is saying, don't even worry, fam. We got it. We're going to pick up eliminations left and right. They've also hit first on placement points. This is going to be super, super beneficial for them.
Yeah, and when I said they were split, I didn't actually realize that they're not even split at all. They just kind of have 2 different angles here that they're approaching. Finding picks right here. Destiny Jesus looking down that south side of Hero looking over towards the east. And finding those eliminations, not only does he have those, but he's feeling comfortable because he's finding those picks, getting the siphon, all that. They're getting themselves healthy. He has 2 whip to goes as well in the inventory. It's Carnage to go for heavy snipe. Oh, that is why you kind of need to make sure that you're not going into these situations, these end games, with low white HP, with low health, because if you don't have any damage or anything like that, you're not going to be able to recover that without siphon, right? And if somebody is carrying, by chance, some stink bombs, and they realize, hey, I can go ahead and throw this on this box and get 2 people taking down at the same time, that's value from that stink bomb, and also finding elimination because he was low, too low, so you can survive even.
And I mean, they made it very known what they were trying to do. Like the first heavy snipe came in and blew a wall out. At that point, you got to build a wall, re-edit your run, and then just like move a one-by-one space back, right? A grid space back. Because you know what they're trying to do, and you got to expect. I They were hiding behind.
Yeah, exactly. When the sound is there, you kind of hear the sound cues. You know that there's something coming. But regardless, oh,
there's the player.
He comes in from the side. They both edit into the same box from different walls, and that's going to be the end of probably both of those duos, unfortunately, because they're fighting right on the edge of zone and with walls ahead of them as well. They're not going to be able to make their way out that easily, and a lot of players are going to realize exactly what's going on. But look how high Vapors and Yuto are right now, and we're already down to 12 teams in this game, Zeke.
I mean, they've got the builds, they've got a Flint Knock, they've got a Chug Splash, just a single one if they need to get crazy. They drop down in the box, the first shot misses, 125. And Land gets destroyed there. The Chug Splash gonna help top him off. Unfortunately, look, his dual partner Yuto up above has been dropped, so now it is all on the shoulders of Vapor. They have 3 eliminations between them, so they've got to chain together more if they're looking for more points. Thankfully, the Storm goes back the opposite way.
And look who actually took high ground from them. It's Destiny's Jesus and Pyro, who we sucked in with before, and he still has that GL that he's been using the grenade launcher from range, finding himself one before, and actually going to find another Rift to go. Not going to be that useful right now, but that GL is going to be, because they are having a free roam range right here up on top. They can throw this GL down in so many different cracks. And did he get it in that wall? Yes, but it's not going to find any damage. Actually, somebody fighting for height right now, but with those build fight tactics that he's been working on, he's going to go ahead and crank right back up and not let him take it. But in this case, does end up taking it. The Chug Splash coming in. Ooh, a Rift play. This is kind of an all or nothing. They might land on Alpha and Blaster right here. No, they're going to go out and scoop back out of the zone, but no, Pyro lands, and Destiny's Jesus didn't, so a little bit of miscommunication right here. Is Destiny's Jesus going to be able to maybe knock this out? Because I know Pyro has something. He does find Blaster, so is he going to actually take this team on head-to-head right now and possibly put themselves in position to win this game? Destiny's Jesus making his way right back up, and this fight is for all the marbles. The spam coming in from below, and that's going to be the end of Blaster and Alpha. Pyro and Destiny's Jesus took the high ground.
This is so huge. All he had to do was buy the time for the Siphon to come through, and that's exactly what he did. Look, Alpha dropped all the way down. He was like, look, you know what? That entire fight is lost. And now Destiny's Jesus and Pyro can rejoin. Down below, Pablo is going toe-to-toe with Alpha. And look at this, Suicide Mark as well. He gets traded out. And now Pablo is in a 1v2.
I think actually Destiny Jesus just knocked a few GLs down there, but he falls to his elimination right there. He gets knocked, and right now Pyro's making the slow climb down. It's now a 1v1 as Alpha goes down, but Pyro takes out Vapor, and the Victory Royale puts them at 63 points to win that game.
Man, so don't forget, we've seen quite a bit of points. They very well could be contesting for top 5 right now, and that would be absolutely huge. But of course, more games, more action to tune into. We're over by Temple. Look at it. All hail.
Wash my hands.
Overlords.
Now, just a recap of where we're talking about in terms of standards. You said that the highest points that we saw was what, 77?
77.
So
that's the highest we've seen so far.
Destiny Jesus and Pyro at 63 or maybe 64, depending on how that updates with that last elimination. They could be pushing up towards not necessarily qualification range just yet, but another one of those performances, and they very well could be. Remember though, the queues are closed, so that could have been the last game that we just watched there. So here's Rennick takes out Mitro, and his teammate Vermax is already down, so Mitro himself did not have his dual partner Mongrel, but we already know their prowess. They've, you know, it seems as if they've qualified multiple times for duos already, Mitro and Mongrel, so they're not worried about that. Obviously not getting a chunk of that $2 million that's spread across all the regions. But again, talking about the scores and the standings, right now you can see Frenzy and Ads are already kind of tied with that last team that we saw.
Yep.
Possibly.
And I talked about through this game. If I remember, it was Stomping Chicken, right, that had 77. If I remember correctly. It's honestly probably so much action.
If that's an assumption that we're trying to make, I think we can go ahead and make that comfortably.
I think what I was also going to say in regards to that is that don't forget they've already qualified, right? So even if they're sitting at that #1 spot, that shifts the entire standings down, all right? So not 1 through 4th that are going through, but instead 2 through 5th will be going through. But right now,
and that's a story in and of itself. Yeah. Stompy and Shinken, they've done it every single duos week. They have done it every single duos week. They have not missed a beat on making sure they're up in the top spots every single weekend.
Man, to get and be able to like get that kind of practice, right, and to keep doing it. One thing would be like, we qualified, we hit, the very next week we hit first, all right, then we've hit at least like maybe top 10. But no, these guys are hitting top 3
the value
back to back.
Stink bombs right now, Zeke. I think he's going to get both from this last one. I think this is going to do it. I think his HP is going to be gone, but no, not throwing it all the way ahead, but he's going to find the AR shots regardless. So Ghosty and Jameef falling to, he actually still has 2 more stink bombs right here. That's crazy.
And don't forget, these get more valuable as the circle closes, right? Because remember, this is the space of, or I guess the stink cloud is a little bit bigger than a 1x1. So as that circle continues to close, you can really be putting some people in really tough spots, especially when you're basically just saying, the entire play space you're in right now, boom, I have dealt it, you're smelling it.
Classic Zekeism right there. He always gets the last laugh. But moving into the rest of this game right now, it's Zeke and Narcos on high ground.
I really got to reach out to Zeke here because we have the same name, and every time Sundown is on broadcast and says his name, I look and I'm like, wait, did you say my name? Does he need me? Never mind. It's just Zeke and Narcos. Yep, that's fine.
Yeah, always on high ground, always winning games, something that Zeke is not familiar with.
Dang it, I was going to make the joke. You beat me to the punch.
But Narcos and Zeke are certainly familiar with it as they take high ground and hold it against Kaspersa, who tried to take it from them. Narcos has qualified in solos, not just yet in duos, but we'll see here if the Polish duo can do it, can qualify for New York. They're at 57 right now. We saw a couple of players that were ahead of them in terms of points in this game.
Right.
So everything matters. Remember, every interaction counts. I think he has another opportunity here to knock down, but no, they're not going to take it. They're going to decide time to back off. But as that branches out more and more, hold on, because Narcos falls directly into somebody's box, and I think that's going to be the end. Yes, he falls to the zone because that player takes advantage of the, distraction that he had up on high ground and knocks him out from below. No, it's Frenzy and Ads that I was just kind of referencing in terms of their points. At 66, they take the high ground, Zeke.
Look at this, 67 points now. They're trying. Now, don't forget, we saw, again, 77 is the highest we've seen so far. They're 10 points in striking distance, and that's if that duo was in the #1 spot. So you've got to think, again, these guys are contesting for top 5. We've seen teams literally sit here and trade places, and if they hit top 15, this would be huge. Stream, Vato, and Skype are in this game, Bala.
That is huge. And they're at 77 as well,
so
as we see and update their scores. So just like you're talking about, 77 is that point to beat. Right now, they're going to find another. The cone slide comes in. It's Takeoffs again who goes down, and his teammate Andretta falls to Tux, who is with Borwin. We saw them win the game earlier.
And look, dude, they jump up to 81 points. They hit the top 15. Those first 3 points are so crucial. And look, they're just waiting it out, right? This lobby's going to continue to thin itself out. Zeke, my boy, unfortunately gets picked up in another round of placements. 83, Bala. 83. They could very well clutch this up and just be the point leaders.
This could be it. Skype and Vato could finally, after 10 weeks of trying, after 4 duos competitions, all those weekends finally paying off, possibly here for Skype and Vato. We've seen this exact situation play out in that game that they got all the way towards the top 5 last time with a lot of eliminations racking up as well. They're playing slow, and they're making sure that they're going to get that ticket to New York.
And if you watch in the top left, Vato, unfortunately, he gets traded out. He's gone down, and he gets picked up by FaZe, Vorwin. And right before that, I was going to say Mongrel gets picked up. Skype's dropped down to 18 HP. In his mind, he's probably thinking, this is his moment to shine in the sun, down to 8 HP. He has to make something happen. Even just hitting top 5 would make the difference right now.
Yeah, I'm ready, man.
I think all these builds are his. You can see as soon as he got into the next box, he frantically makes... No! But it's Tux who took out Vato. Earlier, he uses the stink bomb at the opportune moment and takes out a few more. That's 7 eliminations total. Vorwin's still up, though, so he still has an opportunity to make this work.
Oh, man, eliminated 6 there, just on the cusp, but it's okay. Again, that's now the highest point value we've seen. Even Evade
Ads is insane.
75 points right now. These numbers are getting out of control. Vorwin down on the lowest ground. He's going to be dropped.
He's got to break through metal, though.
He's got to find Sensei. Look, he's got to get Sensei. He's going to drop down in front. No, he does not get the trade out. Ads right now has the health advantage. Frenzy and Sensei, look at them both. They're so hurt that the storm is continuing to tick them out. and it is not enough. It's as in Frenzy.
They should make a thing where it says,
Man, Zeke,
Frenzy and ads.
79
cool.
points.
I can't
and
do
that
this.
could be 80 because I know that elimination counter is slow to update towards the end of these replays.
Throwing all that
could
laughy.
be enough, and that could even be possibly their last game, or they could have gotten one more in before these queues. I mean, Zeke, this is coming straight down the wire here in Europe.
Oh my goodness, man. Of course it would be like this for the final week. It's been like this every, periodically we've seen moments like this where we've seen players edged out at the very end.
And I gotta, Vato and Skype, man.
Yes.
Out in 6th place in that game, not quite making it to 5th place.
My dad doesn't care where I walk, it's just as long as I'm safe.
Heartbreaking for them, but we
Dude, no way to hit that.
Catch up with them later in the standings. We'll see where they all end up.
Dude, he's insane.
Thomas and Kluja finding one elimination this game, and again, we're looking at the point ranges. 77 was that, but as we saw that last game, they pushed over that 77.
So don't forget, they're at 83 points when we last saw them. So right now, if you're looking at Thomas and his dual partner Kluja, they could very well contest that 83 points that we saw, right? It's only a difference of 6 points. That's making it into top 10. They're at, or excuse me, top 5. With a few eliminations sprinkled in there, man, I do not want to see Sky and Vato get edged out again. They've come so close so many times. This has got to be their week, and you've got to think they're thinking the same thing, right? They're like, it's all come down. We've put everything on the line. We're playing our hearts out. This is our week to qualify. Just keep your head up and keep positive.
And let's not forget about Tux and Vorwin there in that last game as well. Contesting with Skype and Vato, actually taking them out.
Right.
First, Vato ends up getting split, and Tux takes advantage of that. And then the stink bomb coming in at the perfect moment. Skype not having any white heels. We talked about it earlier. So ending up edging them into that top 5 and finding some eliminations on the way too.
Probably kicking
What is a Kovac? I'm so sorry.
What
is a Kovac?
Ensure that our placements were very high, but right now, in the current game, Berlof here and his duo partner Artemis Sweet, they're in top 15. Don't forget that first round placement points is great, but they're at the 39 threshold. They've got to make more happen. And don't forget Thomas and Kluja, they're sitting on 77 if I remember correctly. The question would be, who else is in this lobby? What other big names can we scout out?
It's not just big names, but anybody who's up at the top of the leaderboards right now, because as far as I'm concerned, Thomas and Kluja are the subjects of this game as far as we've seen so far. Obviously, everybody else getting the action. Berloof here. We've already seen
I don't have any Kovacs. Isaac, you have such good Kovacs.
Here, and they're holding them in zone. They're going to actually probably get this. Definitely the knock is going to be confirmed.
That guy has really good Kovacs.
Taking the shots with the AR. He's going to get blue damage numbers over. Here we go.
Dude, Kovac.
Up, but man, this is coming down.
No, you!
This 14 number hasn't quite changed. Top 10 is the next threshold.
They get knocked out.
Oh, they're coming down. They gotta start building down. Did they drop?
Probably just a little bit of damage there.
I feel like I'm gonna say that. Kovac. You know the guy has Kovac?
But I don't think he took his teammate Sweet with him, no. You see only a little bit of light HP missing, so probably maybe use the Shadow Bomb or maybe a Flint Knock or something to save himself from taking the damage. But he was on high ground. He's looking to see, maybe I'm going to make a play right now. No, he's going to decide, I want to join my teammate, and Sweet has a perfect hold for him.
Santa was single.
It's Thomas and Kluja on high ground, by the way.
Yeah, this is a game. They need to close this game out, right? Like, we know for a fact, 83, again, in case you just tuned in, that was the highest threshold we've seen for points. Kluja and Thomas, they were at 77 not that long ago. They're about to hit top 10, which is another replacement points on top of any eliminations they picked up along the way. Down below, those Sweet and Artemis Sweet and Berloof, I hope I'm saying that correctly. They're making things happen, right? They've got the 6 eliminations. They want to try and rack up as many as possible. But they are so far behind right now.
And I've got to criticize the use of
his partner, like,
maybe a misclick or something, because now he doesn't have the rotation to stay with his teammate Berloof, who does have one more Shadow Bomb remaining. They're going to have to path in and walk it in.
Right now, again, top 10 is another round of placement points. Everything is going to slow down. Santo is single, unfortunately, picked off right there at the edge.
Sweat? Okay, Sweat.
Points. I want to go back up top, right? I want to
just like we're in Sway's game.
Points right now. for Loof. Sweet, he's dropped down to nothing.
Ship
Anyone could accidentally
girl got a
sneeze
brand
in
new
his direction,
gift.
and he could get picked off. Someone finds it. It's Detox.
That's my-
Gonna be
that's
picked
my
off
version
in the
of
crossfire there.
Rockstar.
Now Sweet again. He's ticking. It must be within a stink bomb, and he gets traded out. Burloff does. But Sweet, look, his HP jumps up, so he must have found elimination.
Oh,
A
he does.
second before, if that player doesn't come from behind, he actually gets the siphon.
If he
and
does, that
probably
means
survives there.
West is easy
So
servers.
everything coming down to these milliseconds decision. I still haven't seen Thomas. Yes, they finally got one elimination from up on high ground. Sweet, starting to use that campfire to its full effectiveness here as the zone starts to go back in the other direction. 5 players, or 5 duos remaining, 7 total players.
Oh, and Thomas gets picked up. That puts Artemis Sweet in the top 5, another round of placement points. So does that mean, that must mean they both have been eliminated? Yes, they are both gone. Right now,
Yo,
on
open
the
the
high
stream.
ground,
Right now we're just
you
watching.
got a player, and everyone
Ours
else
is at
super
4.
huddled together, because don't
30
forget,
minutes.
this
30
play
minutes.
space is just shrinking right now.
Yeah.
Stir 6, his dual partner Twix is alive. They
Yeah,
find
30.
Sweet, who gets picked off.
Yes, it's 30. What's this?
I love the
closing
placement
out.
of that trap, though, and the quick reaction
Wow,
from
they're
Sweet
trying to
to
keep
actually
us an
edit his
extra
code in a
minute.
certain way so he can make it out unscathed, but still. 4 duos remaining. 1 player drops behind. They're all in the same skin for some reason, and SHCK-Eclipz is going to be able to find him easily. So that duo down the low ground by themselves right now against 2 more players, Julian and Oxy right here.
Down below, Styrix and Twix are the only duo left. They immediately shut down Oxy. They're like, 1 player's pushing us, just let's cooperate, let's shut this guy down, and now they're in a 2v1. Gooden here is going to have the fight of his life, and he's on the 64 points. We've seen a lot of players hovering in that range. This could make the difference if he can find both of these eliminations and the victory royale. 5 points could make the difference. He gets cracked down to 23.
No!
Oh my god! Oh my god! That was the sickest split knock I've ever seen!
That could have been the sickest split knock I've ever seen, because if he got that elimination
How
landed,
stupid?
he could have gotten the siphon and all of a sudden
Bro,
forced this
wow.
into a 1v1
Oh
with
my
HP
gosh.
advantage.
That-
Unfortunately, going to go out into the zone.
Bro.
Not able to control himself with the flip knock.
Yo.
Just like Zeke here, a little bit of excitement there from that play.
I'm melting in my chair. I'm just slowly sliding
For real.
down.
But
I'm
I
trying to
100% that
correct
guy would have
myself,
won.
Fortnite fan, but
If
it's
that
not
guy
working
had
right now.
actually
Next
had like
game,
100
62 players,
HP.
34 duos still sliding down.
Dang.
5 points from Rojo and Wolfies? Okay, guys.
You know, you
So
better
we were
believe they got that
down
spot.
when we last
They're
took a
going to
look
New
at the
York.
standings when I was up there with you, Zeke.
EU servers are going crazy. Didn't they like play EU servers like twice already?
Talking about whether their games have been played yet, but climbing back in a
85,
strong
like, for
fashion.
real.
They've got 1 more game, and at 85 points, if they make this a big one, they could break 100 and almost guarantee themselves a spot to New York.
They have shifted gears,
I'm 100%
shifted
sure they-
mindset, and have said, we need to punch our tickets. We
For
need
real,
to be
you
on
guys
the stage
do.
of
They're
the World Cup
insane.
Finals in New York City right
Wolfies
now. They've
and
got
Rojo?
3 eliminations between them. Don't forget, top 15 is the round of placement points. They are
Yeah,
halfway
look, yesterday,
there. They've got to play
from
this
me and
smart.
you,
They've got to find these few
look,
eliminations.
we
Like
actually
this
got
player
top,
roaming around. Oh my God!
here was the leaderboard session. We actually got top 30, and dude, I have no idea who this highest guy person is. Dude, I swear, Commandments, he's cheating. I swear he is. I don't get how he's in TSM. Look, I'm gonna show you. Look, I want to show you something. Look, look. So this gives us the choice if you want to look at the profile. Now watch when I go to Commandment. Commando.
You got to take what you get. And
21 solo, 38 duo,
you know, a bigger clip.
11 squads,
As quite as much damage,
17
in the
LTM.
top left right now, we're not only looking at the thresholds reaching top 25, but Mr. Savage goes down in this game.
Now look at his partner.
Not too consequential because
Partner's
he's already
pretty good,
qualified
though.
for New York, but that's another hint that they're probably not going to be making it up there and taking those top 4 spots.
That's right.
Dude,
They've qualified, which means right now they're playing for money, which is great. So you got to think.
No,
they're
there's no
trying,
way it
to
can be
find
a
eliminations.
fake.
Den, Magic
I mean-
Skulls, by the way, someone tweeted at us. That means the magical sausage. You're welcome. The more you know. More shots coming out here
Nice
from
guy.
Ollie is cracked.
Yeah.
He did not manage to crack that player's
RBK,
shields,
High Sky.
but the shots were pretty on
What?
point, and he's of course
High Sky, the real High Sky
above
plays on the
the
west.
damage threshold for the Storm. There, Motor for just a brief moment, peeks out, and all he
Oh,
finds and secures it.
bro.
I think he might have also hit Motor's teammate.
His stats are so good.
As he jumped out of that box from looking at Wolfie's and
dude,
Rojo
Nick
right
Merck's
now,
stats are insane.
Benny!
Benny!
They use that, you know, tarp for a second just to get ahead of everybody else, make sure they're not gonna, you know, hit their heads and waste the launch pad effectively. But here, Benji using those chug splashes to immediately get back.
Dude, I want to look at what's it.
Starting his turtle forward.
Yeah, Nick
the
Merck's.
fish out of water here.
Look at his stats. Dude, he has so much squads. 2,000. It's a lot hard. No, I gotta tell him. Here, I'll join right back. I gotta tell him. I'm gonna ask him what he wants. Invite me right back. Ivy, you ready to pop off? Yes or no? You ready to pop off? Yeah, let's get it! Hey! Let's go. Oh, shoot. Hold on, I gotta see. 24 minutes. Let's go, baby. Move fast. Hold on, I'm gonna tell him to look me up on Twitch. I'm playing. Bro, what about the pop-off music? Okay. Okay. Comment down below. Comment down below which one looks better. I think so. Like yeah, it's above 60. 1 or 2. This is number 2. One or 2. Ooh. You got calling any better? Chicken wall hard, cause my girl got a brand new guitar. I'm playing. Whoa! Wait a minute!
Thank you so much, Zeke. You know what? Go get yourself a sandwich. Go get a drink of water. Calm down. I was over there. You were stressing out for sure. I am joined here with Sundown. Those games are absolutely incredible. You always putting on a show. Never disappointing. Speaking of that, don't want to bring up being disappointed or excited, but look at the standings.
The final standings, the last 4 coming out of your...
Yeah. Yes, I just ate Wendy's. Yes, my name is Wendy's. Pull my booty like a sticky. Blicky. 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 Stiffy. Now I got a new Disney Channel Mickey. Yes, my hair is pink like my dildo. No cap, I like churros. Ooh! Bookie with the Bookie. Bro. Bookie with the Bookie. Yo, since it's summertime. Where's she at? Where's she at? There she is.
Stream. Am I doing this
yeah,
one?
you can get that one as well. Split it up 2 and 2, and then get Warren and Tux.
I'm not doing
Great
anything.
job from Tux there. We saw a number of his plays. Warren as well, clutching up in the end, and then rounding it out. Crucia, by the way, in Singularity. Thomas HD, congratulations. All of you played so incredibly well. It was a great day to round it out. But again, hey, first of all, to even get to Sunday in Europe, it took 67 points in a victory royale. Like, if you were playing on Sunday, you're among the best of the best there, and just because your name isn't up here doesn't mean
whoa, kind of like you.
To play for, there's always more.
I don't know if you saw that, but it did.
More competitive Fortnite stuff. We recently actually just launched our own dedicated Twitter to all.
They like jiggle.
Fortnite, you know,
like,
let's just throw it on up
there.
and down.
Go
ahead, give it a follow as well. It's twitter.com/FN. Competitive.
Dude,
there's always a way to get involved. We're going to be highlighting plays. We'll be doing breakdowns. We'll be asking you who your favorite players are up there. So keep an eye on that. And then let's also see what is up on the social wall and what players had to say up there.
I forgot.
Right on up there. And then everyone saying welcome to Twitter on there. Let's go. People being excited about it. And look at that. I love the Sharks just slamming the like and the retweet button.
Nice. I love that. Cutest graphic I've seen on this wall thus far. Can we just talk about Evade Orange's tweet for a second?
Bust down,
the
Tatiana.
only Twitter I
wanna see
need.
it bust down.
Well,
pick it up. Now break that down.
True.
Pick it up. Now break that down.
You know, potato. That is what it is. But yeah, guys, if you're not following this Twitter already, please go and give it a follow. I'm following it, and tweet to us on there. We'll be replying to stuff all day today. But you know what? I feel as though, you know, we've seen a lot of games coming out of Europe today. You know, we've seen a lot of people, you know, punch their tickets. Congratulations to everybody so far. I cannot personally wait to get into the next set of games. So before we do that, we're going to go to a quick break. Do not go anywhere.
Whoa, this is kind of like drop down.
More Fortnite action.
They kind of look drop.
Burgers from dirt to munch. Tacos royale with brunch. Juicy's a tasty treat.
Well, this one will really shake. Wait a minute! Turn around!
Let's fly out to the
What's up, Fortnite fam? Sundown here, and today we are going to talk about the Tactical Assault Rifle and its addition to competitive play.
I can save it a spot.
The Tactical Assault Rifle is probably one of the best additions to the game. It's a long-range weapon where you could save AR ammo if you have a drum gun.
Small bullet you can find everywhere, so it's a good weapon.
The Tactical AR is an uncommon, epic, and legendary weapon that utilizes light ammunition and has a high rate of fire. It does 22, 23, or 24 damage depending on rarity, has a pretty fast first shot accuracy timer, and a dope reloading animation.
This email will go so freaking good with
We've seen a lot of competitive players opt into using the Tactical Assault Rifle over the course of the Fortnite World Cup.
She just need to take the hat off. She'll look better.
So let's hear from some of the players who qualified for the finals and get their thoughts on the TAC AR's addition to the game.
It's really good. Really
come
good.
on, dog.
Once you get to endgame scenarios like 5th zone and beyond, it absolutely beams. It's very, very viable in meta right now. Everybody's been using it.
I like it because
the thing about this one
it has its viability due to its first shot accuracy that can make it really strong, and the fall off damage isn't as strong as it was for the silent SHG, which got vaulted.
I reckon the gun's awesome for endgame because if you've got height, that gun can really get a lot of eliminations because it's like a laser, and people endgame tend to have less HP than they would towards the early and mid game.
I like
so
this song
really
actually.
Situations.
Thanks for watching. What are your thoughts on the Tactical Assault Rifle, and when do you like to use it? Send us your opinions using the hashtag Fortnite World Cup, and I'll see you on the battle bus. Or
I like the
maybe
part where it
on
says
the high ground
vitamin.
with Attack AR.
Loki, that's not that crazy. What's another good song? Oh, yeah, I remember the song when it first came out. Listen. Oh, shoot. Is it bad that we've been waiting for an hour, haven't touched the game yet at all? Oh shoot, I'm gonna get banned for that! No, Twitch, it was an accident! It was a song! You're gonna do the same thing that Deller did. Oh, this song's funny. Listen, I should try for this song. That's funny. This is also one of my favorite songs. No. Wait, did it say the N-word? Damn it. Let's see. Okay, good. Easy. Stop. It didn't say that. Fortnite, you're tripping, dog. I mean, Twitch, you're tripping. It didn't say nothing. What's that one song that he just posted? What is real? I don't know if it says the N-word in this song. Hope it don't. Oh, here comes an ad. so thirsty at that though. This song go crazy. I heard it on Instagram. This is the next song I'm using. Oh, I told you. Oh, I said the song go crazy. This is the next song I'm using in my Instagram video. How?
But he is just trying to fire shots, methodically go through and see if he can actually get any kind of knocks or eliminations here to get that siphon, because he doesn't actually have any kind of healing, and he does take out Jimmy, so that is certainly going to help him for any kind of future eliminations or any kind of engagements here.
Yeah, and it got him into the top 5, and Goobaz actually ended up going down as well, so just getting the tags on the end of the storm as rotation does go up the mountain. You know, the verticality being the difference there. Elimination does go over. That was the knock we just talked about. While Replace goes through, he edits down, has nothing to catch himself, but luckily was on the edge of it. But Hype is relentless on the high ground, and now they're going to start working the top down. Started on board with them. They had 4 elims, now worked it all the way up to 8. There is 9 and 10.
Oh, shoot my shoes! But I just got these, they're dusty now.
Matters getting the wall replaced, and Slaya goes down. Well done from Hype and Serpent. 11 elims in the victory royale.
Well done from them indeed. Now, unfortunate to see Slaya go down. I know that he is a favorite from a lot of people, but you know what? Second place, not too bad from them.
No, it was a good effort, but like you said, once kind of those two get rolling, when they have the momentum, they are able to just run with it. We've seen it before in the semifinals, and when they finally converted it over, sometimes that's all it takes. If you're able to put the pieces together on the right day in the finals, that's what ends up mattering. Now we're on board here with Surf Junkie and Evidence.
And take a look at their loadout they have right now. 2 Rift to Goes, 2 Shadow Bombs. I'd be interested to see if they've split the Shadow Bombs. Duos will typically do that.
I already did,
you know, give 2 and 2, so each partner has some kind of mobility in their inventory. They do only take up 1 slot, and you can carry a whole bunch of them. So we've seen time and time again players utilizing those to make rotations, make sure they're safe heading into the next zone, and they are going to actually opt to rift out there so that they can make that early rotation. They did have quite a long way to go, but they are going to look to see if they can possibly sneak on some high ground here.
Yeah, the thing is there, well, it seems like it is a little bit of an early rift. If you look in the bottom right-hand corner, majority of the players were in their path in order to get to the rotation. So when you have 2 rifts and 2 extra Shadow Bombs as well as a ton of the shields, you can afford to be a little more aggro there, and they're actually able to now get priority on the zone and pick up an elim as well, but can they get the mats and then disengage out with whatever upgrades they so desire?
Again, Surf Junkie taking a lot of damage there, so he is going to have to really focus on getting healed up before they, you know, make the next rotation or before they take another engagement, because you certainly do not want your duo's partner going down or falling to anyone at this stage of the game. That's certainly kind of
by the way,
disaster.
Isaac, look. This guy, his name is Fortnite Strats, and he guess how much followers he has. He has 125K,
and you know,
and
see what they can.
He responded to my DM.
Yeah, so these were actually, so the last game we watched was their second to last.
Like he DM'd me back.
Game of the evening, so that's kind of why it ended up
being
it's
pretty cool.
It was a lot of the players trying to get through and use the last of the games, but Serpent Hype saying, that's fine, we'll play it for Victory Royale. And right now, inside the first place in Threshold, already on 7 elims.
Dude, it's so...
coming out from this game. That's what we talk about when we say maximizing efficiency in every single one of your lobbies. If you're making
7 minutes, dude. 7 minutes.
Getting a couple of those Victory Royales and getting elims as well, no, it makes it very difficult for everyone else in the lobby to even keep pace with it.
Yeah, and you know, that we've seen time and time again worked out for so many players, you know. Really just being very aggressive, just going full send. It doesn't matter what game you're in, that can always bode well. He does get the knockdown on oh my gosh, Surf Junkie and Evnix just fall to him completely, no chance, and we've seen them play very strong in the past, so that is very surprising. But Serpent does pick up the Rift to go and 2 extra Shadow Bombs. So
Renegade Raider
tables a turn, so now he has got all of the mobility he needs.
They just have so much control over this lobby now with the high ground. They can see nobody else is even remotely
he's dead, he's dead.
There's the far side of the lobby. You will see Lunar and Alpha trying to put some shots on it. Prince Charming comes
he's back at the same HP.
There was a shadow bomb directly in the box behind it. I don't know if Alpha realized that. Gets high ground taken away from him a second. Boxed in, no traps coming out. Does finally put one down. And Kaiser can't avoid the damage there. 15 health on it. Needs to throw the Chug Splash at his feet or get the edit out. One of the two has to happen very shortly. 15 HP, was able to get back up to the high ground. Is going to opt to just pop the minis and then go for the Chug Splashes.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it wouldn't have really mattered too much what he chose to do, because you are only getting 20 HP effectively from those Chug Splashes for each one that you throw down. He did wait for his partner to join him, though, because there is that area of effect with the Chug Splashes. You get 20 health, your teammate gets 20 health, so not everyone
Yo, stream, keep it up.
Well, that's tend to be why you see more run in duos, but also just love having shields all over the place. But now Serpent Hype going aggro, and we've seen it putting the dual combat shotguns to work, focusing on that with the loadout and making sure they're shooting together. But right now, Serpent has
dang, that guy's toxic. The narrator is toxic right there. That's end of your run.
Prince Charming gets
right? He's like, that's the end of you.
Fairy tale ending for you there. It's just back to the lobby and considering.
Bro, that's funny though.
That's the end of your World Cup run.
He's like, you're done.
Serpent Hype able to clean that up. There's another one.
Brandon's head, he's like,
up to 12 and all the reasons for it. And they saw that Shadow Form player. Look at him just running.
What is happening? Sundown. He was just.
Oh shoot! Bro, you were right.
Just trying to do whatever he could to stay alive. Unfortunately, Hype and Serpent met him there, but Serpent does actually go down. It is going to fall to the storm. It is going to be completely up to
Bro, you already know he qualified.
The rest of this game. Each of them having 7 eliminations, sitting at 125 points. Do you think
he qualified 100%?
We're going to have to find out.
Now, they are on the Sports game because the proximity launcher. That's 70 on both of them right there. Will get the AoE, gets the 70 again, so he knows that player is on 40. Drops down to Ices, catches himself with the waterfall as he drops. Will pick that up. Siphon comes over.
Yeah, same. I thought Wolfie was good too. But when you see this guy, he hits like all the shots.
Of materials. It's a 2v2, v1, v1. Edit comes out. Needs to pick up this Elam Storm.
Oh, he's so lucky.
Covers himself with metal. Edit goes for it. Uncle Andy. Left for you there.
No way, no way.
Right there gets a good 80 plus.
Oh, he got the siphon. He got the siphon.
To do all of the
no.
Right now, Serpent's
no.
From the high ground, 73 with the first shot, getting
that rip.
Back in the zone, and he does. Lupius goes
that rip.
Can he find the third? Needs to get the.
That's a fat rip right there.
He does. Lupius goes down. It's a 2.
For real, that was really well placed by him, bro. But this was hit all the shots from him, bro. How much kills did he have? I didn't get to see.
And 15 plus elims coming
out. For real, GG.
From Lunar and Bob. Hype and Serpent showing why they got that top spot. It was really well played.
Unbelievable decision making and mechanically how gifted you have to be able to.
You know what Kitty plays is?
Pull out your shotgun.
Kitty plays is this.
So quick, cat-like reflex.
Bro, you should see her Instagram.
Here to comment on those.
And making sure that it was the player he had ticked twice with that proximity.
But her Instagram is pretty slutty though.
70 damage, it's basically guaranteed if the player isn't boxed themselves up. But now we're gonna hop on over to the Asia region while we see what was up with the Trigger QQ boys of the Vietnamese region, or the Vietnam country, playing on the Asia region. Apologies there as we're on board here with Ricky and Joyce. Some good shots.
I'm sorry, it's just like no.
12 duos remaining, 23
I'm about to put my 20. Hold up. Put on real quick.
Yeah, and we are seeing a little bit of a trend here so far with these games.
No. Go back.
Not very many players.
2 minutes.
I think it's a great
I'm putting on the face cam and show you what she be posting. I'm gonna show you on the face cam, dog. I'll show you what she be posting. What up? Bro, low key,
Ricky just taking down Seal completely.
To the Instagram thought,
as he
but
was trying to
she's fine.
rotate
She's
and
low-key
use the
fine.
launch pad to get out of there. So good on him with that elimination. That will be his
29
first
seconds,
one
29 seconds.
of the game. His partner.
Isaac, get ready. Isaac, get ready up. Isaac, ready up. I don't know how to feel. When is it gonna be on? I'm thinking about you all day. Yeah, Sam. So, wait, what? The hell? Why is it locked for me and you? Think about it all day. What?